There we go. What up, fellas? It says I'm live, but I don't believe it. If you're watching us right now, oh, I'm live. Okay. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Can you hear me? We're using a different software today. We're not using what we normally use. So let me know. I see the horror show is saying, Jake, my man, what's up? What's up, fella? How's it going? We started early. We sure did. We're messing some things up here. We're we're playing around with some new things today. So we're having a little bit of fun. Should be text on the screen too. Should be a chat popping up. Can't hear you. Sick. Love it. we're gonna have an intro video soon here, too. But that's coming in time. Coming in time. Well, welcome to the KillJoy Jake YouTube channel. If this is your first time hanging out with us, okay, there we go. We got the chat on screen. We're gonna move this over just like a little bit. There we go. Bear with me, folks. We're using a new software today. My goal this week is to figure out a different streaming software, but everything looks good. Everything looks like it's going good. So thanks for being here, everybody. You know what? Now I'm just realizing I'm like, there we go. I don't like the way that looks. Okay, we're moving that back. All right, we're gonna lock that. All right, let's get on with it. Welcome in, everybody. We got everybody's chats come up on screen, so don't put anything gross on there. I probably shouldn't have said that. Y'all are gonna put a bunch of gross stuff on there now. But welcome in. Appreciate you all a bunch for being here. Means a lot to me. Means a lot for stopping by the stream. What do we got going on here? Who's hanging out with us? We got King Matthew III is with us, saying kinda feels like Gail's gonna die because Courtney Cox hasn't promoted the film as much as Nev did. And David Arquette did the same thing in Scream 5, barely doing promos, and then Dewey died. Who? Dewey did do a couple of promos though for Scream. He went to the house. You could like stay at Stu's house for the night with Dewey, with David Arquette. He was there. He was doing some stuff. I also don't think we're going to see too much promo for it until probably this upcoming winter. So I think we got a couple of seasons before we see anything too crazy coming out here. Horror Show is with us saying, I found something new about Scream 7. Stu is actually dead, and he's only coming back for a hallucination from Sydney. Well, there you go. I think that's probably going to be the case. Probably going to be a flashback hallucination, something along those lines. I could see that being the case for sure. Who else do we got going on? What else do we got going on here? Here, I'm gonna position myself so we got the chat can share the screen with me. So there we go. We're getting this whole thing figured out, man. We're figuring it out. Paula Fitzhenry is with us saying starting early nice. Yeah, I wanted to test this. It's different. It's like with StreamYard, you press a button and then you're live, and here you press different buttons, and it's weird. It scares me. It's new. I don't like it. No, I'm just kidding. But welcome in. Welcome, Paula. Cody is saying live in 2 hours. I can take a little nap. Well, we're live now, baby. I hope you're up. What's up, Cody? Welcome in. Hey, Jake, what do you think of my SFX skills on IG? Dude, that looks sick, man. You're doing a good job. You're doing a really good job. That's awesome. You know what? I just realized I got the chat over here, too. Maybe I'll look at that so that my face is looking this way, and then I don't have to look over there. We're scrolling ahead here. We got Scott Royston saying, hey there, everyone. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Welcome in, Scott. Thanks for being here. Saw The Rule of Jenny Penn from the Casey Mack is saying this. Besides the performances, I thought it was all right. Wouldn't call it much a horror movie, though. Brutal. That's brutal out here. Some brutal updates there. I wonder if can I click on people? See, the one thing I did like about StreamYard is I could click on names, and they would come over. they would come up on screen. It's nice that we're getting like kind of everybody on screen now, which is cool. But I like being able to put the chat on screen and be like, here's the chat we're talking about, so no one gets lost. But brutal. Madison tried to watch Zombies. You made it 15 minutes in. Zombies is it's something that Milo Manheim is in, and we're both very obsessed with him at the moment. He's on our show we were watching called School Spirits, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed that show a ton. Really digging everything that's going on with that one. Milo is also in these movies called like Zombies. They're like Disney movies, so don't expect like blood and gore zombies. It's like fun zombies, I think, but I guess it's bad according to Madison. Ty Lee is with us, rocking very sick Jaws member icon there. I love that. Love to see that. saying, I watched Scream 5 again a few nights ago, and I like it less each time. Starts off great, then halfway through it falls apart for me. That's really funny, Ty. I'm like the opposite. I just hate, I don't know why. The like first 20 minutes of that, first 20, 30 minutes of that movie feels rough. It feels like it's really like the edges aren't smoothed over for whatever reason. And then like I think once Dewey dies, that movie kicks off for me. I don't know why, but like once that whole little sequence happens, like Judy and Wes die and then Dewey dies, that's when the movie really grips me. There's some weird like acting choices, like just there's a strange pacing of Scream 5 at the beginning, and then it kind of picks up in my opinion. I guess I'm weird. I guess I'm a weirdo who likes that one, but but Ty, thank you so much for stopping by. Thanks for being a member. Appreciate you. Coop is saying, what software are you using? I'm using Streamlabs. I'm switching over to OBS soon. I just don't have everything set up yet. Try to get. I have everything set up for the gaming channel. I don't have everything set up for this yet, and this is a little more low maintenance. The gaming stuff is going to be a lot crazier. So I'm just using Streamlabs here, and then we're going to use like the more complicated OBS stuff for the gaming streams over on GullGotha, which, hey, go subscribe to that. I'd appreciate that. Would mean a lot. that would be cool. Who else do we got with us tonight? We got Erica hanging out with us. What's up, Erica? How's it going? Thanks for modding tonight. Same to you, Madison. Thank you. You guys are the best. Appreciate you a ton. Erica was saying something else earlier that I wanted to get to. Jake has a goal started. He only needs 10 teal super chats to get, and then he's stuck with us for another hour. So let's help him hit his goal. You can be stuck with me for another 10 hours. 10 hours if I get 10 super chats. No, I would go for, you know what? 10 hours is crazy, but I'll make it happen. I'm kidding. I'll go for another hour if we get 10 super chats in the next hour or so. But yes, that is very funny. Alex of Narnia is saying, Jake, my dog, I really hope I Know What You Did Last Summer is not going to be the next Scream. It's fine if they do requel for this one time, but if they are trying to do that for a trilogy, that's going too far. Again, I love I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I just feel like it's going on a little long. Even one sequel is like enough. That's such a one and done film for me. The first one's fun. I like it, but it just does not render a franchise for me personally. I'll see this new one. It's not exactly one I'm highly anticipating, but I think it's going to be fun. It's going to be nice to see those characters again. That's kind of where I'm at on it. Thoughts on the Bambi the Reckoning trailer, says Film Fanatic News. Admittedly, I don't know if I'm as over the moon about Bambi as I am with Peter Pan or Winnie the Pooh. I don't know. I just didn't. Again, these guys are my friends. I don't want to not trying to crap on their movie or nothing. It's not one that I'm as excited for as maybe Pinocchio or Peter Pan, but I'll definitely be checking it out. And the director is very intense. I love the things he's saying about Bambi the Reckoning. It's kind of cracks me up a little bit. He's like, this is gonna be the Godzilla for the British countryside. He's saying like the craziest shit about this movie. That's the thing that has me the most excited, is all these crazy comments from the director, which I love. Film Fanatic News. Steph 2007's with us too, saying, hi Jake, I know you hate talking about this movie, but what the fuck is happening with The Strangers Chapter 2 and 3? Like, I know Chapter 1 was bad, but fans want the other two movies. Like, where are they? I'm just curious, Steph. Like, no judgment. No, there's no judgment here. There's a little bit of judgment, but not that much. Did you like Chapter 1? If you did, dude, rock on. I'm just curious. I'm just curious, Steph. Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I think we looked this up the other day and we were like, oh, there's some sort of release date for it. When is this supposed to come out? Because after Chapter 1, I just totally lost me. I was just like, I just don't even care to cover this that much anymore. There hasn't been too many updates though since that last thing came out, right? We had a little teaser trailer and like that was it. I remember it was supposed to come out this past fall, and then it's still just not coming out. Last I heard it was this spring, so it should be soon. We should be getting something soon. They did a lot of reshoots for this one though. Definitely has me worried. Zombies, is that the Disney musical, right? God, that thing outdid Cats. Yikes, that's a review if I've ever heard one from Coop there. Brutal. Retroactive is saying, get it up! I love it. Little stew action out in the chat there. We love some stew action. I'm burned out from horror at the moment, says ASMR Ty. Watched Bloat last, but I'm going to watch a lot of WWE as usual and some series. Very nice. Very nice. Well, that's still fun. That's still a good time. I still haven't seen Bloat. I think I would like it, though. Crazy looking found footage flick. I got to give that a watch. I got that and Starve Acre on my watch list before this weekend because, as you guys, if you guys watched my video already, which if you did watch the latest video today. Let me tell you, I want to give you a big old kiss. I appreciate that. If you already watched that one, it just came out, so if you haven't seen it, that's okay too. But if you have seen it already, major props to you. Talked about it in today's video a bit, but there's 2 new big horror movies releasing at the end of this week, and I'm really excited for both of them. It's Borderline with Samara Weaving and Ray Nicholson, Jack Nicholson's kid, which is so cool. I'm probably the most excited for that one, but there's also this new A24 flick called Opus, starring Ayo Edebiri. It's got like John Malkovich in it, Amber Midthunder, and I'm excited. I'm excited for that one too. So I'm gonna try to cover both of them at the end of the week. But before that, I want to watch this Bloat movie because it sounds fucking crazy. It's about like some kid gets like some sort of disease and then like comes home and it's like starts changing into something. That's crazy to me. I have no idea what that's all about, but I'm into it. And then there's this movie called Starve Acre. It's got Morfydd Clark in it from Saint Maud. I loved Saint Maud, and unfortunately, Morfydd has just not been in a ton of projects that I've really cared for. I don't know, man. As a huge Lord of the Rings fan, like A Hill I Will Die On is the greatest trilogy ever made, is those original Lord of the Rings films. I'm a big horror guy, you guys know that, but Lord of the Rings, man, nothing tops that. Nothing even comes close. The amount of work and detailing and everything that went into that series, it's incredible. Oh my God, I'm over the moon about those 3 movies. But Morfydd Clark is Galadriel in the Rings of Power series, which I think is great casting, by the way. I think she looks just like Galadriel. That's so cool. But man, I mean, I hate to jump on this bandwagon because I think there are some people that I don't really agree with their criticisms of the show. It's the writing that I don't like, specifically about Rings of Power. It just does not feel Lord of the Rings to me. Just like how the movies feel. Even the prequels, which I feel like they're still good. I don't think they're great like the movies. They're still good. I'd still would rather watch those over Rings of Power. I don't know. It just totally lost me, and it's a shame. But I want to watch more stuff with her because I think she's an amazing actress. But man, I was just not into Rings of Power. It just did nothing for me. I was like, this is rough. What's up with this, man? But I'm excited to watch this new horror movie with her. It's on Shudder right now. It's called Starve Acre, and I'm gonna check it out. I loved Saint Maud. Banger of a movie. Erica's throwing 5 out there. Erica, thank you for the support. I appreciate you. You're saying, here, I'll start us off. Only 9 more teal super chats to go. Hit the like button. Bam! And 2 people even liked that super chat. Rock on. You guys are liking the stream. You guys are liking the super chats. You guys are killing it tonight. Same with you the most, Erica, though. I appreciate you. You're modding and you're throwing super chats in there. I appreciate you a ton. Thank you for the support. Thanks for supporting the page. You mean a great deal. You made a great deal to the stream. And she's even celebrating herself. Erica deserves it. Erica deserves it. She's the MVP tonight. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. That's sick. Ghostface95 is with us too, saying, if you were casting a Scream movie, which new actors would you cast and who would be Ghostface? That's a really good question. If I had to cast people, and again, just like ignoring previous casts of other movies, like if I was just casting people, I would definitely want like Samara Weaving the lead because I think she would just be excellent. She would especially in a Scream movie, I think she would be an excellent lead. She would be a great final girl. Just brand new character, forget her Scream 6 appearance. Let's just say she could be a new character, right? I think that would be sick. I think that'd be so cool to have her lead one of these movies as a new character who Ghostface is coming after. Keke Palmer, again, another actress who I feel like is wasted in season 3 of Scream. She would be the best. She would be like the best friend, maybe like the supporting lead, let's say, like the Gale Weathers to Sidney Prescott. I want Keke Palmer in another Scream movie, man. I love my girl Keke. She's awesome. Honestly, Ray Nicholson is a big standout in horror right now. One of the big reasons I'm really excited for this new this new Borderline movie coming out this week. I would probably make him Ghostface because he would be that's perfect. Are you kidding me? Come on now. Jack Nicholson's son is Ghostface. I would kill for that movie. Off the top of my head, that's the 3 things I would want. Again, brand new characters too, man. I don't want. I want to tell some new stories in this franchise, maybe more than anything. But I will say, if there's any storyline I would like continued, it's Sam and Tara's. I would like to see more from Sam and Tara at some point in the future. Maybe when Spyglass finally gives up the rights, if that ever happens. Loud World 97 though is throwing $20 in there. Loud World, thank you so much for that. Really appreciate the support. Saying, finally, I'm not late or missed your live. Dude, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. A24 is making a Backrooms movie, which hopefully is good. I have high hopes. And of course, we can't forget about this. Hashtag Stew Train, baby. I love it. Listen, if you're a fan of Scream 7 at this point, you're on the Stew Train. And I do want to say, Erica, not trying to outshine you here. Oh wait, no, she has 5 likes too. Okay. She's got 5 likes. Loud World's got 5 likes on his super chat. Bam. That's a new thing. You can like super chats. I did not like that. I must not have noticed that. That's sick as fuck. But Loud World, let's break this down. So I am very excited for a Backrooms movie, especially because it's coming from Kane Pixels. Now, this is a very young filmmaker. I believe he's only 18, 19 years old. And he's working on a new A24 movie. How fucking cool is that? Kid has got a lot of talent, though. If you watch his YouTube channel, I mean, even if you're not into like backroom stuff, even if you're not into that kind of shit, I mean, you can tell it's impressive. Like the VFX work that's done there. I don't know. It's sick. As a filmmaker myself, I'm blown away. I don't even know how he's doing half the shit he's doing. Kid's incredible. Kid's got a lot of talent. So I'm really happy to see whatever's going on here. I can't wait to hopefully see him kick some ass with this new movie whenever it comes out. We haven't really had an update though on it, Loud World. Not a whole lot to talk about, which really is a shame because I think the Backrooms it's one of those weird properties that like anytime any form of media comes out about it, I'm very interested. There's a lot of weird lore, so much to think. It's a crazy mystery of a property. I'm very into it. Like I'm very much so down for the Backrooms. I want to get lost in there and fight the monsters within. I'm fine with eating some fiberglass in there. Whatever. Don't do that, kids. Don't do that. It's bad. It looks like cotton candy. It does not taste like that. I learned that the hard way, and that's why I'm a YouTuber who didn't go to college. But anyways, Backrooms movie, I have high hopes as well. I think Kane Pixels is an excellent up-and-coming voice in the world of horror, and I hope this movie impresses. And of course, hashtag Stu Train, baby. Stu's coming back. He is. That is not an incorrect answer right now. But Loud World, thank you for the support, my friend. I appreciate you. Matthew's coming back, baby. My Chunky Jordy has absolutely delivered here. Gifted 5 KillJoy Jake memberships. That's going to Anthony J, KC Mac, Drizzy Fest, Luddy Network, and No Lens Cap. No lens cap out here. You're raw dogging that YouTube that YouTube life out here. Raw dogging your YouTube. Brutal. But welcome to the fold, everybody. Gina, I really appreciate that as well. Thank you. You guys are incredible. What else is going on? After this super chat, I'm going to give some members too because I just feel like it. Gina inspired me. KC Mac is saying, throwing $10 out there. KC, thank you. Saying, here you go. 8 more to go. Let's go. I think we're at 7 now. Casey Mac, thank you. Death of a Unicorn had its premiere at South by Southwest this last weekend. Some heard it was mostly liked. I've heard mostly good things about it, which is nice. I will say not the overwhelmingly in love reviews that I've heard for some other movies. I notably did not cover Drop in today's video. I'll be talking about it tomorrow. I want to dedicate a whole section to that. It's a new Christopher Landon movie. I mean, I feel like, with Scream fans and just I'm a big Christopher Landon fan, I want to dedicate a whole section of a video to that. I kind of talked about some of the more, I feel like I talked about some of the movies that aren't as popular in today's video, but I still wanted to get them in, like Death of a Unicorn is one. I definitely want to, put some thoughts out on that one. I know Together isn't getting talked about that much, which is a shame because I think that movie fucking rocks. I think it's going to rock. I have not seen it yet. But from everything I'm hearing about it, man, it sounds like this is going to be a horror classic in the making. But Death of a Unicorn, getting back to this one, I am excited for it. I'm like, just from the trailer, it seems like it's just going to be a comedy, right? It seems like it's just going to be a comedy movie, and that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. But it is being billed, as kind of a horror comedy, right? It's a bizarre concept, and it's got a great cast. These are the two things that are bringing me to this one, coming up here in just a couple of weeks, right at the end of the month. Is that 3 weeks? It's 2 weeks from Friday. We're about 3 weeks out from that one. So that's March 28th. I'm definitely excited to check it out. But yeah, South by Southwest reviews were pretty positive. Not like over the moon, like 10 out of 10, like some of the other movies I got into today, but definitely some of the performances were praised, which is exciting. And that makes me very happy. Any new Jenna Ortega horror movie, I'm definitely going to check out. And especially anything with Paul Rudd in it, I will watch at least once. I think he's great. They make jokes online. They're like, every white guy loves Ryan Reynolds. I think the same is true for Paul Rudd. I love Paul Rudd. I see him and I'm happy. I see him and I think 60% of the time, it works every time. You know, I think of Anchorman, and it makes me happy. I don't know. There's something about that movie. It just does it for me. So I love me some Paul Rudd. But yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. It looks like a good time. And you know, another person who's not getting enough praise is Will Poulter. I think he's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious, and he can also give really serious performances too, which, you know, you don't get that from every actor in Hollywood. He does that really well. I think he's excellent. Maybe a touch underrated. I would even go so far as to say. Will Poulter's awesome. He's great. Cracks me up in We're the Millers. It's exciting to see him in another comedy. So if y'all haven't seen that movie, that's the one where a spider bites his balls. It's great. It's 10 out of 10. Comedy gold. But yeah, no, I think comedy fans especially are going to like this one. I don't expect the horror element to be super strong. That's my vibes that I get from the trailer and some of the early reviews. And that's okay. You know, not everything has to be the scariest thing I've ever seen. I'm totally fine with that. But KC Mac, thank you for the support. Appreciate you. We're nearly halfway to the goal, baby. I love it. Because you guys are so fucking cool. You're so fucking cool, and you're being even cooler than me. I gotta do something cool. So here we go. We're giving out some free memberships here. Because I feel like it, and it's also a new month, baby. So I can do this. I forgot to do it last week, which is sad. I can't be forgetting to do this. So who got him? Okay, so that goes to Ghostface95, the Marvel Lord, Callum Abbott Music, sick name, dude. Misty Womack, and another sick name, and Sigmund Judge. I'm going to be honest, every name tonight, from Gina's gifted to this, some cool names out here. That's all I'm saying. Y'all got some sick-ass names. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome in. And also I should say, if you're a member, you get to check out the members only live streams every single Wednesday. We're doing one this Wednesday. I know last week it was Saturday, but mostly it's usually Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we're also, if you're an Art the Clown tier member, which is like the next step up, you also get an extra video every single week. This week it's going to be one of the reviews. One of the nasty, I was going to say bad reviews. One of the nasty reviews I'm putting up on the page this week is going to be a members only one. I think I'm probably going to do Borderline as like my public one, and Opus will be the members exclusive. But there's a lot of movies I got to watch, so I don't know. Anything could happen this week, and that's kind of the most fun part here. We got Loud World 97 throwing another 5 out there as well. Dude, thank you. You're too kind. Saying hashtag throwing it up, not a paid actor. I keep seeing a beanie that I absolutely love. I think it says Chicken Man. Well, I mean, not that I really know anything about this, but it's almost like I got one right here. Crazy how that happens. Oh, man. It's almost like I could just throw this bad boy on right here. It's comfy as fuck. It's got the coolest... Okay, listen, you know, I'm breaking the bit here for a second. We used to have Spring as the store, and no shade towards them, but like all the shade towards them, because like the beanie I wasn't a fan of. The Fourth Wall beanie is fucking awesome. This is so comfy, and the lettering is sick as fuck. It's like stitched on there. Like, dude, this is gonna last me my lifetime. Like this beanie is gonna outlive me. It's very sick. I guess if you want one, you know, shameless plug, check out the KillJoy Jake store. I'll shut up about it, but Loud World did give me an excuse, so I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you for the 5. Get yourself a Chicken Man beanie. Why not? Or the Scream inspired merch too, which is a little more popular. A little more. Anyway, Scott Royston is also gifting 5 KillJoy Jake memberships. Shit, we're going to get to the point where everyone's walking out of here with a membership tonight. This is exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Who are those going to? That's going to Oscar Hernandez, McDucky. Is that like the new thing you can get from McDonald's, the McDuck? I'm going through the drive-thru tonight. Can I get the McDuck, please? We got Tracy Plans. We got Stella G and Adrian Villegas. It's a cool last name. I like that. Welcome to the fold, everybody. That's 15 new people and counting tonight, baby. I love it. You guys can all join the stream on Wednesday. We're going to have 15 new people in the stream. That's going to be so exciting. I love it. I love having new people in the members only streams. They get wild, by the way. Madison threw something at my head during the last one. It was insane. So if you want to see Jake get hit in the head with something, go give it a watch. Let's get back to the chat, though. We got Brian L. with us saying, what's up, Jake? I just found your channel. Keep up the good work from a fellow Clevelander. OHIO, baby. Let's go Bucks. Hey, love it. Love it, Brian. Very good stuff. Thanks for stopping by, man. Thank you. Thank you. Brian, what's your favorite horror movie? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. I want to hear it. Favorite horror movie. Put it out there. Thomas Clark is saying Chicken Man beanie. He's getting one, apparently. Thomas is getting a beanie. Let's go, baby. Tori is saying congrats, guys. Love it. Love it. Love it. Tori, what's up? How you doing? Billy Boy is with us saying, God, Chicken Man is massive. And I mean massive if only anything else was that massive. I'm terrified by that, chat. Like I'm scared to death of whatever that means. Billy Boy, dear God. How do you know how big Chicken Man is? Horror Show is saying Scream 7 is done filming. Oh shit, for real? I know it's supposed to wrap up soon. Do we like, dude, I'm so bummed, by the way, like major apology. I'm uploading today's video and new casting announcements for Scream 7, which I'm shocked we haven't even gotten to yet. How long are we into this video and we haven't even talked about that? I've been live for 25 minutes. Yeah, we have a Scream 7 casting update, ladies and gentlemen, and not the little rumor that I was talking about. That's fucking bogus, dude. Let's talk about the real news here. Hang on now. So let's get to this. Deadline reports that Landman breakout Michelle Randolph and Jimmy Tatro, also cool names. Again, I guess they're celebrities. They're joining Scream 7. So if the cast wasn't big enough for you, well, guess what? We got a ton more people. These are probably bit parts, though. You know, let's be honest. I mean, I know these people are like bigger actors, right? But like, I feel like they've already announced the mainstay characters. Maybe. I want to hear what you guys have to think about these people. I have not seen Landman, but I might have to do a little research tonight. And by research, I mean drink a beer and watch this. So let me know what you guys think about this. 2 new characters to add to a very long cast list. I mean, if you thought the Scream 6 cast list was long, this is like insane. This is Insano style, as Joel Haver would say. That is a very obscure reference if anyone gets that. But we have 2 more people to talk about. What is going on? Thomas Clark is saying, Jake, do you think they could be the opening kill? Maybe. You know, actually, that's not I don't hate that because they're not like big stars, but I could see them acting their way through an opening scene, right? Like, it's not just like we're picking these people up off the street. No, they've been in stuff before, you know? Okay, I could see that. That's a possibility. I mean, I know the big thing is we're talking about the flashback scene being the opening kill, but anything is possible right now. And I think that's the best part about talking all this shit right here, right now, which is awesome. Adrian is saying, thanks, Scott, who gifted me a membership. Hell yeah, Adrian. Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Joe Bet Gret, one of our members, is with us. What's up, Joe Bet? Gret, how you doing? What's up? What's up? Welcome, welcome. Joe Bomba. Joe, I have not said hello to you, my friend, and I'm so sorry. Hello, Joe. How are you? Body count has to be the most ever. It better. I want to see all these characters dead. All of them except Sydney. Sydney can live. The rest of them, I want them dead. I'm kidding. But dude, there's a lot of side characters though, for real in this one. We got to see some deaths. I want to see Ghostface has got to get a high body count for sure. I agree. Jill Roberts is back. Billy and Charlie Walker, maybe. You know, maybe I kind of got into that in today's video Horror Show. Kind of talked a bit about that one, because I was curious. I wanted to, you know, I really wanted to talk about, like, are the rest of the ghost faces coming back? You know, is that actually happening? Is there a possibility of that being the case for all the deep fake and AI tech stuff that's allegedly getting commented on? I think so. I genuinely think we could be hearing at least the voices of some previous ghost faces. I don't know if we'll see everybody on screen. It's not going to be like Endgame, right? Where everyone's coming through the portals with knives ready to stab Sydney. No, I don't think that's going to happen. But we could be hearing their voices in this one. That could be fun. RJ Skarenki is saying, let's rock KillJoy Jake. You rock, RJ Skarenki. What's up, fella? What's your favorite horror movie? I got to start asking more people this one, because it occurred to me. I hang out with you guys like all the time, and I know the answer is likely Scream for a lot of you guys, but I do want to hear favorite horror movie. RJ Skarenki, throw it in the chat. I'm curious what the answer to that question would be. If they kill Sydney, I'll be pissed, says Tori Mayers. I honestly agree. You can't kill Sydney Prescott. She's too damn cool. Anakin's anger management therapist, though, has a little counter opinion here. Gail has got to go. TBH. I was just talking with my buddy Eric, and he said the same thing. He's like, Gail's got to die, dude. I love Gail, but what else can we do with Gail? We've done the same thing with Gail, like in all these movies, and now we're going back on shit that's already established with Gail. What's up with that, man? Gail's got to go. I hate to say it, but I think Gail's got. We have to have an emotional death, right? We got to have one of those. Lighting Ghost is saying, I think he covered Woman in the Yard in one of his update videos. I did cover that one. And hot take on this one, I think it actually might be good. I'm kind of a Blumhouse hater. Not really. I'm not. I do like a lot of Blumhouse stuff, but 2020's Blumhouse has been hit or miss and heavy on the miss, man. I don't know what it is. Blumhouse has not really impressed me too much this decade, but there has been some outliers. Absolutely. The Black Phone, Megan. I can't think of too much more if I'm being totally real. I liked those two. I didn't hate Wolfman. It's probably one of my least favorites of the year, though. In all honesty, I didn't hate it though. It wasn't unwatchable, but I don't think I was in love with it. Woman in the Yard, though, I have some faith in. It's got a really good director behind it, the same person behind Orphan, who I personally really enjoyed that one. They have even more credits to their name if you look the guy up. Orphan is the only one that's coming to mind for whatever reason, but I did cover it in a recent update video. I talked a bit about why I actually have some faith in this one. It could be good. That also comes out this month. So March is a big month for horror, man. Let me tell you. February, we didn't have as many. We had like 2 big horror releases, right? We had like Hard Eyes and The Monkey. I think Companion was January, if I'm not mistaken, but this month, lots more to talk about. Lots more. Some good stuff there. Joe Betgret is saying, thank you to whoever gifted me my membership. Hell yeah. Joe Betgret, you were in the member stream on this past weekend. You were hanging out with you've been a member for a minute. We love it. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate you. And Leonardo DiCaprio has gifted 5 KillJoy Jake memberships. Who are those going to? That's going to Alan M91. Austin Allman, lots of A's. What is up with this? I love it. Zan Yi gifted a membership as well. Atral Campbell, that's a sick name. And Movies in Full, all gifted memberships. Leonardo DiCaprio, you still have the best screen name around here. No worries. Yours will always be my favorite. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you a ton, my friend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support too. That's so funny. We're at is that 20? How many members have we gotten tonight? This is crazy. This is this is legitimately insane. I believe that's 20. We're up to 20. That's crazy. 20 new friends hanging out with us on Wednesdays now. That's so exciting. Sloppenheimer is saying Chad needs to live. That would be so funny. Dude, actually that would be hilarious at this point. You might as well. You might as well just have Chad. I think honest to God, he should walk into a room and it blows up and he's crawling out of there. He's fine. The blast did nothing to him. Nothing can stop Chad. He's the bionic man. I love it. Shot by Shot is saying my favorite horror movie is A Nightmare on Elm Street Part 1. That's a great choice. My girlfriend, I just showed that to my girlfriend. Was it this past weekend or maybe 2 weekends ago? We just watched that one she just watched that one for the first time. I love it. I've seen it 1,000 times. It's one of my favorites from Wes Craven, without a doubt. That's not a hot take or anything, but it's a very good movie. I love it. Definitely probably my favorite supernatural slasher out there, besides Terrifier. So much fun. Ty Lee is talking about Freddy vs. Jason. That's probably my favorite horror movie because it's the one I rewatch very often. That's a great choice. Freddy vs. Jason is insane. So that's a fun one. You got 2 icons fighting each other in the same movie. There's a ton of references to both of those little franchises with all the different, locations, types of characters, kills, whatever. So much lore that's explored there. It's a really fun one. It is so over the top. If you're a fan of either franchise, it is a very good watch. And it's very thousands too. We're talking 2 80s horror icons fighting in the thousands in a movie that feels very 2000s. It's a weird mix that works so well. I don't know why. And Ty's saying, I know it's not great, but it's very rewatchable. That doesn't mean it's not great. It's campy and cheesy, but that doesn't mean it's not great. Come on now. I love that one. No, Freddy vs. Jason is an excellent choice. I love that. Ty, were you just saying that you love that Bride of Chucky was your favorite horror comedy in the comments of today's video? Because that is also a great choice for favorite horror comedy. I wasn't even thinking about that when I made today's video, and I'm like, that is a good one. Oh, shit. Lighting Ghost is saying, I love House of Wax 2005. One of the first horror movies I've ever seen. Ooh, nice. What's funny about that, Lighting Ghost, is that was an early one for me too. I saw that right around when it was coming out. I had my babysitter put that one on. I don't even know why. Like, she wasn't even into horror. That was just like a weird, like, she just put it on kind of thing. But I like that one too. It's weird. It's a little long. Like, I wish it wasn't like it's way too, take 20 minutes out of that movie. It's perfect. But that's really my only complaint. It's a really fun movie. It's got some crazy body horror. Again, feels very thousands, a time period that I guess I'm just so nostalgic for. That's when I was really getting into movies, and movies that feel like that. They're comfy. They're comfy, cozy to me. And I love it. The horror show is saying, I hope you knew that, Jake, you don't want the Carpenters back. Tara comes back, they kill her off, and Sam turns Ghostface. That's how the original script of Scream 7 was supposed to be. Yeah, there's a ton of rumors about that. That's, I'm going to be honest, there's stuff I read about that alleged scripts that I just was so out there. I'm like, I just can't believe it. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not even going to report on that. I'm like, there's no way. There's no, some of that stuff can't be true. The mom was the killer, allegedly. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't buy it. I just don't think they would do that. It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't understand why a mom would want to go out here and kill their own kids. Even Christina Carpenter, someone who does not care about her children at all. I just don't buy it. I just don't think they would have finished the trilogy that way. I know I'm in the minority there. I think every other Scream page has reported on it. I had no interest in talking about that, honestly. What do you know? Steven from Craven Something Scary just messaged me. What a kind fellow. What a lovely man. Raptor Crasher Incorporated is saying, my favorite horror movie is the Terrifier franchise. A great choice. There are certainly better movies objectively, but none of them are as fun. Raptor Crasher, to this day, the most fun I have had in a movie theater is with Terrifier 2. I have never felt such a sense of community and just an entire room of people absolutely loving what they were seeing on screen. That was an unforgettable experience when I on my deathbed, me watching Terrifier 2 in that theater for the first time. I remember the theater. It's going to flash before my eyes. That was such a memorable experience to me. So I can't argue with that at all. I think Terrifier 2 is one of my all-time favorites. It's probably a top 10 for horror movies. Sloppenheimer is saying Chernobyl Diaries is a top 5 underrated horror movie. Oh, hell, I have that on the shelf, dog. I love Chernobyl Diaries. That's a super underrated found footage flick, I think. That scared the fuck out of me the first time I watched it. Madison knows. I actually told Madison about this one. I remember telling her, I'm like, oh my God, we got to pick this up. That scared the crap out of me. We still haven't watched it. I still don't think we've watched it together, which is a shame, because I definitely got to put that one on for her. It scared the fuck out of me the first time I saw that one. Loved it. Lighting Ghost is saying either 7 or the original Halloween is probably my favorite horror movie. Like H2O? Are you talking about like no, the movie 7. I'm like, wait a minute. The 7th Halloween, like H2O? Hell, okay. A little H2O love. No, you're talking about the movie 7. Great choice too. Both great choices. 7 is like this like hard-boiled kind of neo-noir feeling murder, like kind of murder mystery, right? And oh man, what a twist. What's in the box? I love it. Oh my God. I watched that one late last year. I think it was November of last year I watched that one again. So good. So good. 7's amazing. The original Halloween, I put it on every year. It's a vibe and a half. I love it. Erica's reminding everybody, we only need 6 more teal super chats, baby. And in like basically 30 minutes. We got time. We're going to get it, Erica. I feel confident. I feel confident in it. I'm ready. And this is hilarious. Davey Darko is saying, holding out hope for a Nicki Minaj cameo in Scream 7. Fingers crossed, bro. Yeah, honestly, Davey, if there was ever a time where something like this could happen, it is now. And anyone and everyone could be in Scream 7. It is a possibility, Davey. I would hold out hope, because it's a it's a possibility. I swear to God. What else is up here? Ian Stratton, what's up, my friend? I can't imagine there being more than 3 survivors in Scream 7. They really need to lower the survivors list for the future Scream movies. Literally 7 survivors in Scream 6. It's a bit ridiculous. I agree. I was not crazy. I genuinely don't understand the point of that too. Like, to me, at least. If I'm writing a slasher movie and I introduce a lot of characters, I'm killing most of them. That's just, I don't know. If I get cast in a slasher movie and I'm a survivor who doesn't die and I'm not the main character, I'm going to ask to be killed. I'm like, can you please kill me? I will pay for the SFX. Can we make this happen? I would just like, if I were Danny Brackett in Scream 6, for instance, I'd be like, what? Why am I here? You know, I guess I'm a red herring, but like, can we kill me off viciously? Could you imagine? Okay, rework of Scream 6. Real quick, off the top of my head, imagine this is the scene we get, right? Instead of Chad and Tara having this like back and forth romance the other time, maybe they're just dating. Maybe instead of, you know, hot boy across the apartment buildings through the window, you know, Sam and Danny kind of doing this little romance thing. What if it was more, we kind of swapped the romances of the flick, okay? So Sam really likes this dude. She doesn't know how to talk to him, you know, and then he gets involved with the Ghostface murders. He helps them, you know, with the ladder. It's like, oh, I'll help you escape the killer. Oh my God, come on over here, hot woman. And, and then this romance is bubbling between these two. And finally, when they're in the kill box, they're ready to capture Ghostface at the end of Scream 6. They start making out. And then what do you know? Bam, Ghostface comes out of nowhere, starts stabbing the shit out of Danny. It's a tragic death. And then Chad also lives. And then no one can complain about Chad living. And Danny gets a brutal kill. You get to have your cake and eat it too, Scream 6. I know you wanted to do that. And God damn it, that was the way to do it. And they didn't do it. It makes me sad because I just, what was the point of that? So Sam could have a happy ending? I don't care. This is a slasher movie. I love Sam. She's awesome. But I want death. If you're going to tell me that a new Ghostface is running around stabbing people, I want to see Ghostface stabbing people, damn it. I'm a simple man. KC Mack is saying one of my favorite horror movies is Child's Play 2. Favorite horror movie, though? That's my favorite Child's Play, KC Mack. I love Child's Play 2. That's the best one. I think that's the movie that balances the horror and the comedy the most. I for whatever reason, that works the best for me. I don't know why, but I just love it. April Campbell is saying, thanks for the gifted membership, whoever done that. One of the many people who gifted memberships tonight. I couldn't tell you, but welcome to the fold, my friend. We're going members only live stream this Wednesday. I'm just saying. We get into some weird topics there. It gets a little crazy. So stop on by. Oh, Billy Boy, I love, that's a great answer. You're saying as above, so below over Scream? No, yeah, no, yeah, yeah. You can't decide. You're like, I love both of them so much. As Above, So Below is one of my favorite found footage movies. I love it. It's an excellent standalone. I don't need any more. It's perfect how it is. But man, what a killer found footage. Really like that one. Erica is saying, I don't enjoy biting people. Throwing a $5 super chat out there. I will if y'all don't hit that like button. Erica will bite you, will maybe even bite your fingers off, which, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can bite into your finger just as easily as you can bite into a carrot. So Erica will bite your fingers off like they're tasty carrots if you don't hit the like button. So there you go. I don't know what to tell you. I don't make the rules. Erica does. So y'all better do that, okay? Or else Bugs Bunny is coming by and just... You think biting off fingernails is a problem? Let me tell you. Fingers come off real easy. It's upsetting that I know that, I think. But Erica, thank you for the 5. Appreciate your support. Jason Carpenter is with us too. What's up, Jason? How's it going? Our resident Halloween Ends fan. We got to have one. You know, we have to have at least one here. What's up, Jason? Thank you for repping tonight. What's up, Jake? Just made it in. Last week of filming for Scream 7, only Nev, Hubs, and her daughter left on set. No way it's her husband. I don't think it's the husband either. Honestly, I'm not speculating that it's Joel, but like, I wouldn't be, you know, the other thing though is I wouldn't be surprised. You know what I mean? I think Joel McHale could do it, but I'm also thinking about the fact that this was supposed to be Mark Kincaid. And a lot of people like to fight me about this in the comments, even though Patrick Dempsey has said multiple times on multiple interviews that he was contacted for Scream 7 and it just didn't work out. There's so much proof, you know. I don't know why people fight me on this. But this was supposed to be Mark Kincaid's role. I don't think Joel McHale is going to be Ghostface for that reason, because now he's Mark Evans. That is very clearly a rework of Mark Kincaid, right? I mean, it's the same damn name. Is that a coincidence? I just don't think so. Why would Patrick Dempsey lie about this kind of thing? I just don't know what he would have to gain from that. So I don't think he's our killer. Maybe a death. You know, he might die. That could be that could be the big shock, the big emotional death of this one, is maybe they try their hardest to make us fall in love with this guy, this actor who's known for his douchey roles in The Bear, Community, Ted, and like various other properties. But you know what? Maybe they'll try and maybe they'll succeed. Who knows? I don't know. But the entire Prescott family is hanging out on set, or I guess I should say the Evans, who took whose last name. I think, honestly, I think Sydney wears the pants in that relationship. She's the top. You can't tell me otherwise. So they're the Prescotts for now. But yeah, Jason, I agree. I don't think it's the husband. I see if we're talking just normal characters in Scream, I understand why people would suspect that, but this is supposed to be Mark Kincaid. No way was he going to be a Ghostface. I just don't buy it. Perry Moberg is throwing a 5 out there. Perry, I love your I love your icon as well. You got the face hugger member icon, which is a really cool one. You're saying, I'm late to the stream. Have you talked about the 2 new cast members added yet to Scream 7? We briefly touched on it, but I would love to talk more about it. Again, I'm actually not familiar with either of these actors, this actor and actress, Michelle Randolph and Jimmy Tatro. So let me read this here. We have because I got the update as I was uploading today's video, and I did not have a time to go through this because I had to send a beat sheet to a friend who him and I are writing a script together. So I was kind of working on that, and then I got into this. So what is it? He best known for his starring roles in The Real Bros of Simi Valley and Home Economics. Tatro's coming off his scene-stealing role in Searchlight's Theater Camp. I heard about that. I heard about the Theater Camp. He also reprised his role in The Real Bros of Simi Valley, the movie, and can be seen next opposite of Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon in the Amazon Studios comedy You're Cordially Invited. I've never heard of a Will Ferrell movie. I've never heard of. That's crazy. Okay, shit. We got a comedian in the house then. I like it. And then who is this other fella? So that is specifically Jimmy Tatro. And then Michelle Randolph is coming off of her breakout role in the hit Paramount Plus series Landman, which I've not seen. I've not heard of this. I feel like I'm pretty familiar with Paramount Plus stuff, and that one I've never heard of. She plays the daughter of Billy Bob Thornton's character. Okay. The role has since put her on the radar, execs across town, and this will mark her first major feature film since the show premiered. That's exciting. Okay. Very exciting stuff. She can also currently be seen in the Yellowstone spinoff 1923, which apparently a lot of people from that cast are joining Scream 7, including Isabel May. That's very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so, people from some like streaming shows, essentially. So again, I'm not expecting big roles here from these people. Someone suggested opening kill earlier, Perry. And I hear that. I could see this being an opening kill theoretically if it's not the flashback scene. That could be the case. I don't know. I'm not 100% on all this. They also could just be cop characters. I don't know if you remember for Scream 5. In particular, we were speculating on who it was. It like Chester Tam, I think the fella's name was. That and like one other actor were cast in Scream 5, and we're like, who could these people be? And they were just like cops in one scene. So it could, honestly, it could just be that some of these characters are just maybe the cops show up during one scene. That always happens in Scream. So we have to have a police presence, and as of right now, I don't know who that could be. I know Dewey's coming back, but he's kind of dead. He's a little dead. His guts were on the floor in Scream 5. So rest in peace. We love Dewey. but I think he's dead. He didn't get a TV smashed on his head, so there's no way he could be alive. That's the rules here. Them's the rules. No, but I don't. Maybe cop characters, maybe side characters, maybe an opening kill. I don't see them being big characters here just because they're being announced so late in the game. That's my thoughts though. Who knows? Maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe they're cops. Maybe they're maybe they're side character kills. Who knows? But Perry, thank you for the 5. Appreciate you a ton. Thanks for being here. I'll do a big video on these two fellas tomorrow morning. What else is happening? Necromechanimal, what's up, fella? Humanoids from the Deep is a good old creature feature. I don't hear many people talking about it. I keep hearing about this one and I have not seen it. I love like fish people, weird shit like that. There's another movie, what is it? Dagon? Dagon. Yeah, that's what it is. I think that's a Stuart Gordon joint, if I'm not mistaken. That movie was so weird. I kind of loved it. So I got to see this one. I've never sat down and watched it. I've heard people talking about it. Never actually sat down and checked it out. The 004, is that like number 4 with zeros in front of it? What's up? Or is this like James Bond, like 007? This is like a different James Bond. What's up, fella? What'd you think of Kirby in Scream 6? Would you like to see her back in Scream 7? Greetings from the Netherlands. Hello, Netherlands. What's up? What's up? What's up? It must be cool. I don't know what it's like in the Netherlands, but I've always wanted to visit. I hear it's sick. I really liked Kirby personally in Scream 6. I thought the reinvention of the character really worked for me. I liked that she was an FBI agent. It was a fun place to put the character, especially after being this like rebellious teen. It was unexpected, but it totally makes sense, right? If you were so close to death, like inches away from death like that, it scared you so badly you decided to turn into the thing that was scarier than the monsters. I love her reasoning behind it. I love where the character is gone. I could totally see a whole spin-off movie going with Kirby, which allegedly is in the works. If you have not heard about this, there is some sort of spin-off project in the works that is probably going to come out sometime after Scream 7. So if we don't see Hayden Panettiere here in in the 7th entry, we will probably see her in a spin-off film, which I'm all about. I'm like, dude, that would be sick. Brand new characters. You just have Kirby thrown into the mix. That's our through line from like the original, the main timeline to this side thing. Ghostface is going after other people in the world. Run it, dude. I think that would be so cool if we get to see something like that. Would be great to see her here in Scream 7, but no announcements. Nothing yet about Hayden Panettiere in this one, which is a shame. But maybe we'll hear something soon. That would be nice. That would be nice to hear. Oh my God, we got some new people joining the tiers. We got Loud World 97. Welcome to Ghostface. Welcome. Thank you for your support. Same to you, Raptor Crasher Incorporated. Welcome. Thank you for being a Ghostface tier member. Appreciate that support, fellas. That is the best way to support the page, becoming a member. So I do appreciate that a ton. Thank you. Y'all are the best. I also had another really good question from Hayden Herbert saying, "Hi Jake, have you ever visited New Hampshire?" Dude, that's like one of the only states I haven't been to. I have been on insane road trips around the entire country. I've been to most states. New Hampshire is not one of them. I have not been to New Hampshire before. I haven't been to Washington State. I haven't been to California. I haven't been to New Hampshire. I haven't been to Maine. I think, honest to God, I think those are like the 4. I think those are like the very far parts of the country I have not been to, which is crazy. But I've been like everywhere else. I've done a bunch of road trips. It's been really fun doing all that. But at some point I'll have to come up there. I hear you guys have some good maple syrup from what I know, and I love maple syrup. I'm a big fan. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Who else is with us here? We got Ghostface 95 saying, "I think the 2 actors announced today will simply be cannon fodder characters." Ghostface, I agree. Not too much to write home about, right? I think cop characters, side kill, maybe accidental kills. They kind of like pop into the scene and get stabbed. Bad day to go outside. Bad day to go outside for sure. Legion is quoting Scream saying, "These days you gotta have a sequel." I love it. Legion. Very good stuff. Hollywood Guy has been a member for 20 months. Oh my God, that's almost 2 years. What's up, my friend? How are you, Hollywood Guy? Jake, I'm sorry I've been slacking. I haven't been here for a bit. That's all good. I understand. Is the new movie going to be a prequel or what? Because how is Dewey alive? What is going on here? Hollywood Guy, I will catch you up to speed, my friend, with all the not just the updates, but the talk. Because that's why we do this. The talk. What's the talk of the town? What's going on with the Scream universe? Why are Jake's fingers wiggling today? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what we think is going on. So, in terms of all these characters coming back, being alive, it was one thing when we had Scott Foley and Matthew Lillard coming back. We're like, okay, maybe we're seeing their relationship unfold in real time from the past. Maybe that's coming back here. Maybe that could be the case. Now Dewey is also coming back. What? What? Okay, how does that factor in? So I think this still works with the flashback theories. And my big thing about this was I thought that we could have Deputy Dewey show up to the scene. Maybe he shows up when Maureen has been murdered and we get to see him de-aged, playing himself. So that's how we get to have Dewey back in Scream 7. He comes back to play the character again, and honestly, the most memorable version of the character. We're talking about 1995 Dewey, so before the events of the original. Young Dewey, de-aged Dewey. Maybe he'll look exactly like how he did in Scream 96. Probably not, but probably close, right? Probably a little close. And I think that's exciting. That's an exciting thing to be looking forward to. I love Dewey. I did miss him in Scream 6. And I'm excited to get a little taste of him here in 7. That could be the case. That's a theory that I really like. Some people have suggested that Gale is going to get another call in this one. Gale's going to get another call, and it's going to be from Dewey's voice. If we're going to do the whole AI voice and deep fake thing, that one I don't know about, because I could see the AI voice and all that being a little more focused towards specifically Sydney. Gale, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be the thing or not, but it could be. We don't, and it's really anybody's guess. And that's the most fun about all this talk, right? Hollywood guy, that's my favorite part, is being able to just pick all this apart and throw some theories out there. Once we get a trailer, more things are going to solidify, right? We're going to be like, okay, well, that's not happening because we saw this. That's just how it's going to go. And probably like 7, 8, 9 months, one of those numbers, throw a dart at all of them, see where it lands. But yeah, no, I think we're going to have some answers soon. But for now, we're in Mystery Land. And that's kind of my favorite place to be when covering a Scream movie. I love being able to it's anybody's guess as of right now. It could be anything. And that's so much fun. Loud World 97 is saying we need you in California one day. One day, baby. I got some movies. We got some movies in the works. So we'll have something. We'll have something coming out here soon. I'm excited for you guys to see what we're cooking up. I don't want to make any promises. No promises at all. Do not take this as a promise, but we might have something out by October. For over on the Human Egg channel where Chicken Man debuted. We might have another project go up in October. I want to make this happen. I'm pulling a lot of strings to make it happen, because I was able to drop something in January, and it's like, okay, that's cool, but I want you guys to be able to have something for like another thing for spooky season, right? That would be fun. So maybe we'll have a new short film drop around then. I'm working on something right now with the buddy. It's like a little short film, little crazy idea that we might pitch out there. And I think Scream fans especially will like it. I don't think Scream fans, like people who like Scream stuff, really liked Chicken Man. That was a little more Terrifier inspired. This is a little more Scream inspired, what we're writing right now. That's all I'm going to say. It's literally the only thing I'm going to say about it. Jason Carpenter is saying, as skeptical as I am with all the Scream 7 updates, I still maintain and have small hope for it. Scream is the one franchise that deserves the benefit of the doubt. I agree, Jason, I agree, and that's why I'm still covering it so closely. Some movies I'd be out at this point. I'd be like, man, I just don't know. I just don't see this working. But maybe with Scream, I even said it in my video today, this could be fucking excellent if they do it right and they don't overplay it. Or this could be nostalgia baiting nonsense where it's not even a story. It's just cameo. And that doesn't hold my interest. I will fall asleep in the theater, and that won't be fun. I won't have a very good review if I fall asleep, right? But yeah, I think it could be good. We'll see. We'll see though. Potentially. Kelly's throwing $2 out there. Thank you, Kelly. Appreciate you a ton. How you doing, Kelly? You're throwing some of these out there too. I love it. Rock on, my friend. I love your glasses too. You got some Art the Clown glasses. That makes me really happy. It'd be cool if the Kirby spinoff was done in the style of 7. Oh yeah. Okay, Kelly. Yeah, I keep forgetting to include the message. You're good, Kelly. I got you, girl. I got you in the chat. You're all good. Don't worry about it. I agree. Style of like a little more investigative, maybe even a little darker of a tone. If you're gonna do a spinoff, do something different with it. I'm right there with you, Kelly. That would be fun. I'm here for a little darker Scream. Why the fuck not? Do something. If you're gonna do a spinoff, doesn't really affect the main timeline. Get weird with it. If we're hanging to the left with our nutsack, let's hang to the right a little bit. Why not? That got a little too personal. But anyways, Kelly, I love the idea. Very good stuff. Thank you for the $2 again. I really appreciate you. We only need 2 more super chats, but we only have a minute left to go. So Erica's throwing that out there. Let's see if we can get it. Hollywood Guy and Loud World 97, though, are fucking killing it out here in the chat. Throwing some super chats out there. Thank you, guys. Hollywood Guy is saying, at this point, bring back everyone and end the series. Fuck it. Let's get everyone in there. Hollywood Guy, I talked about it today. I talked about Jill coming back because that's a rumor going around. And I think that's crazy. If they do the AI voice thing, I'm here for it. But again, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. You know, if they do that, sure, maybe we have some of the other ghost faces come back. I think they got to be the ones that were going after Sydney, though. Like, I don't know if I need the Scream 5 and 6 ghost faces. I just don't know if that would make sense with a Sydney focused one. I loved those movies, but why is Richie's voice coming through? Is that really going to haunt Sydney as much as Roman or Jill or Mrs. Loomis or Billy? You know what I mean? I don't know if that would work for me personally, just because those movies are kind of their own separate story. But you're also saying, did Gail ever say goodbye to Dewey? Maybe it's her dream sequence. Ooh. It could be a dream sequence. It could be, honestly, again, it could be Gail calling. It could be Gail getting a ghost face call, which, we got that in the last movie, but now it almost feels like we should keep it as a staple, right? That's kind of fun. So, I dream sequence, again, it's anyone's guess. Could it be that? Could it be a call? I don't know. I'm not 100%, but I'm excited to find out what it's all about. Again, I can't stress this enough, though. All the characters that have been announced at this point, which is only, the only 3 people, it's Matthew Lillard, Scott Foley, and David Arquette. These people I just feel like have to be on screen. If the other characters come back for little voice cameos, for little scenes where you might even miss it, if it's Jill doing an AI voice thing from our new ghost face, whoever it is. I see people saying, well, Jake, why are people speculating Jill's alive? I'm not saying Jill's alive. I'm saying whoever our new ghost face is using AI to mimic her voice to torment Sydney over her phone calls. That'll make the ghost face calls a little different this time around. With Dewey, though, I don't know, I guess maybe they could use Dewey's voice to torment her. I don't know. That doesn't make as much sense to me. With the Ghostface voices, I get it. But, Dewey's dead and that's sad. It's a little more of a fresh wound. Okay. I hear you on that one. Maybe that's why we're doing it. But you can't announce that David Arquette's going to be in Scream 7 and then not have him show up on screen. That's disappointing, is what that is. So that's false advertising. And as people like to say here on YouTube, it's clickbait. Don't be doing that. Don't clickbait me to come to the theater, damn it. That's what I say. But we are bringing a lot of people back. I feel like this is going to close the Sydney story. Honestly, they are talking about doing a Scream 8, but we might do a reboot at this point. I don't know. If this one goes over well, though, maybe they'll have everyone come back. But I just don't think that they can do the cameo thing more than once, right? And if that's what this movie relies on, which I really hope it doesn't, how could they do that in multiple movies? I don't know. Are they is it going to be a thing now for Ghostface to use the voices of all the past characters? I just feel like it's going to get redundant at a certain point. You got one movie for that, maybe not multiple. So we'll see what this one's all about here soon. Hollywood Guy, less than a year away, and we'll know. And we'll be getting the trailer, towards the end of the year, right? So we'll be able to see a little more about what the fuck's going on here. Loud World 97 also throwing 5 out there saying, I'd be in one of your movies for free any day of the week. Well, we are casting for this new thing, so hit me up. If you have a reel, send it my way, where we're casting, and I am definitely not going to be in this one. I do not want to be in it. I want to cast. I just want to direct. Chicken Man and Red Right Hand were way too much, man. It was fun playing the killers in a couple of these things, but I'm ready to just be a director at this point. I guess I'm getting lazy. I just want to do one job. I want to wear one hat, maybe be a writer too, write and direct some stuff. But I think I'm done acting for a little while. I just want to write and direct. That's all I want to do. Maybe be a goofy bit part. Maybe I'll just have maybe I'll be on the TV screen of this new one. Maybe there's a show on or something. Our characters are watching TV, and it's like I'm the pizza guy. I'm gonna kill people. I got a little pizza slicer, and I'm just like, it's some bad 80s slasher or something. That's what I'll do. Mark my words. Someone clip that. It's gonna be in the next short. But Loud World 97, let me know. This one's gonna be it's fun. It's an experimental idea. I had a friend throw a twist at me. Had a twist idea, and I'm like, ooh, let's build on that. So we're gonna try to get that out this year. But again, no promises at all. It could come out whenever, like how Chicken Man was supposed to come out last year, and it came out in January. Man. But we were able to get out Chicken Man, and we've submitted it to some film festivals, so that there is some exciting stuff there. But anyways, let's get back to the chat. What else are we talking about? Hybrid Gamer is saying Anna Camp is in the trailer, and she's giving major villain vibes. Maybe she's Ghostface. What trailer? Have you seen the Scream 7 trailer? They haven't even finished filming. You've seen the trailer already. Hybrid Gamer is from the future, everybody. What's going on? I love it. Show me the DeLorean. Let me get in. Lewis Scanlon is saying KillJoy Jake 2. Oh, 2 new cast members. I thought you were saying like there's a sequel to KillJoy Jake, and I'm like, what? Who the fuck? Who's doing this? I didn't approve of this. I get final cut on that kind of shit. No, I'm just messing with you, Lewis. You're saying 2 new cast members have been added to Scream 7. We you know what, Lewis? We were talking about it already, but I'm going to talk about it again, just for you, my friend. So this is Michelle Randolph and Jimmy Tatro. Jimmy, from what I remember reading, like literally 20 minutes ago, is he's been in some like comedy stuff and this thing called, I think it was Theater Camp, which I have heard. My buddy Darjan recommended that to me. So I'm going to have to watch that now because he's in it. And Michelle Randolph is on 1923, I believe, on Paramount Plus and Landman. So a bunch of like a bunch of Paramount stuff she's in, which... same company. That's probably why you see a lot of people from Paramount Plus originals in here in Scream 7, which makes sense. What, kind of sum up the talk of what you missed, Lewis, is a lot of people are saying that these are just going to be side characters, maybe kills, maybe just deaths. They show up for a second, get stabbed in the back. That could be the case, but I'm not sure. Those are my very quick thoughts on it. I will post the video tomorrow morning, I promise. What else is happening here? We got Ian Stratton saying, I'm not sure what the confusion with all this speculation is with everyone. They are obviously bringing the old characters back because they are going to use their characters in deepfake and AI tech. The confusion for me, Mr. or Mrs. Stratton, the confusion for me at least comes from the fact that I just don't... why would they announce that Matthew Lillard is coming back for Scream 7? And then he's never on screen at one point. Technically, Matthew Lillard came back for Scream 5, and he is on screen in that movie in a new role that he shot for that film. He is the metal ghost face mask. Why didn't they announce that Matthew Lillard was in Scream 5 then? Why would they? Here's why they didn't do that. Because if they said Matthew Lillard is returning for Scream 5 back in like 2021 or 2020, if they had done that, it would have set a certain expectation. Some people would have thought, well, he's alive. Holy shit, Stu's coming back, baby, just like how everyone is now. So if we don't see Stu on screen at this point, even though I am an anti-Stu truther, I don't want to see Stu being alive. I don't think that makes any sense. It's still just you're cheaping out the fan base is what you're doing. You're clickbaiting, you're false advertising. I'm not a fan. That's no fun. Don't say that something's going to happen and then don't do it. So we got to see Matthew on screen at this point as Stu. It's got to be more than just he's lending himself to a voice line over the phone with Ghostface. And I know some people are thinking like, oh, they're going to do deep fakes too. We're going to have Ghostface FaceTime Sydney. I hope not. I don't know if that's going to read. I don't know if that's going to read on screen. FaceTime, I don't know, man. It's scarier over the phone because you can't see who it is. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a whole soapbox thing I'm probably going to get into tomorrow. But it's got to be more than that, though. That's my thing about it. I'm even someone who I don't like. I'm not a fan. I'm not even a fan of Stu being alive. But like, that's just, if you're going to announce that, you got to have him on screen. You got to have him have a new scene. What the fuck? Come on now. What else is going on? Isaac Halverson, thanks for being a member. Jill Roberts got shot in the head. Why wouldn't they just bring back Billy at this point? People tripping. Yeah, I don't think I think some folks are going to come back for a flashback. I think some folks are just going to be AI voices. That's what I think it's going to be, like a mixture of both, right? So Jill's obviously dead. Jill's maybe going to have like a little voice line, maybe here or there, just like for one phone call scene. It's just going to be one little interjection where it's like the killer switches to Jill mode. Bam. That's going to happen maybe, I don't know, halfway through the film, let's say, because she's not the first killer. So maybe they do like a Billy and Stu thing first. Then we do like a Mickey. Then we switch to Roman. Then we're switching all the way to Scream 4 killers. Jill on this magical AI device that I'm making up in front of me, kind of pantomiming. It's right here. You can see it if you look close enough. But then of course, we got to have people on screen. If you're going to announce Stu's coming back, you're going to announce Scott Foley, you're going to announce David Arquette. Sets a certain level of expectations for fans, and they're not stupid. They know that. The people making these announcements know that shit. And if they don't deliver at this point, it's going to be upsetting. It's gonna be upsetting, damn it. Mick Ducky is saying we need a Ghostface scene in the snow where the killer is covered in snow and blood. It would look so cool. What's your opinion? Yes. Yes, yes, Yes and yes, McDucky. I 100% agree. I want a Ghostface in the snow so bad. It'd be so cool. I understand why some people are not crazy about tropical Scream, because listen, that robe is hot even when it's cold outside, man. So I don't see Ghostface is going to need some shorts if we go tropical with Scream, but I think winter set Scream is probably going to be even better in terms of setting for Ghostface. I don't know. I think that would be perfect. That is a must. We need a snowy Scream movie stat. Yurdy G is with us too, throwing 5 out there, saying, Sir Eater of Rats, that is I. Bring your ass to HHN or I will break my TV. Good to catch you on live while at my studio. Ooh, very nice. Okay. You're in the studio. Yurdy, are you recording some more music? That's exciting stuff there. Always love to hear that. Always love to hear that art is being created. That's why we do all this shit, baby. We love to hear it. Dude, I would do anything. I would do anything to go to HHN this year. And allegedly I am in Universal's good graces. They approved of my Wolfman review as to what I've heard. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I've heard good Universal has said good things about me, allegedly. I don't know if that's true or not. But I love Universal, one of my favorite companies out there, and I love Universal Studios so much. I would love to cover HHN, if they would allow me. That would be so cool. Would love to go down there and be like, hey, this shit's so cool. Come to HHN. I want to go so bad. Halloween Horror Nights is like the best haunted house experience ever. They're not even paying me. It's the best. It fucking rocks. If you're a horror fan, you have to do it once. Yeah, you have to do it at least once. The year that I went, I think it was 2022. They did the Michael Myers house. It was like a Halloween experience. You literally walk through the events of the first movie. It was amazing. I mean, they had people who looked spot on, just like Dr. Loomis. So many Michael Myers are popping out of places. I think there was even a Laurie Strode that popped out at one point. I honestly don't remember. It was so cool. My eyes were glossed over. I can't even put into words. It was such a great experience. But man, Halloween Horror Nights, so much fun, Yurdy G. If I can get down there this year, I'm making it happen because it is so much fun. Hoo-hoo! Damn. JT Owsley is also with us as well. Oh, Yurdy, I didn't even thank you again. Thank you for the 5, Yurdy, and good luck in the studio. Break some legs. I love to see it. JT, thank you for the 10, my friend. Saying, I'm not excited for Scream 7. It feels as if it'll be a love letter to the franchise that'll take us back through several decades of nostalgia. Also, who's on your Mount Rushmore of slasher characters? And, JT, to your point there, talking about this, a love letter to the franchise. It'll take us back through several decades of nostalgia. Didn't we just do that? We just did that in 2023. Why are we doing this again? Why is that? Can we do a Scream film that's not doing what every other franchise is doing with the nostalgia callbacks? I mean, listen, we're talking about Scream here, okay? You can't do a Scream film without nostalgia. I understand that. That's what this whole franchise is built on. The very first Scream movie is calling back nostalgia-wise to Halloween from 1978 and saying, hey, that was great. But let's do it this way instead. Let's subvert expectations. That's my problem with what they're doing now. Is it feels like they're just doing what every other franchise is doing in terms of nostalgia callbacks. And I don't see that. I don't see a way to how they're going to subvert expectations. Now, I will say this. What I'm banking on, what I'm counting on here, JT, is that they're going to take these nostalgic ideas that all these other franchises are doing, and they're going to reinvent it and make it their own. And I think there is still a way to do that. Number one thing here is the flashback scene. How can you do a flashback and do it better than something that another recent horror movie has done? Well, Halloween Kills had an awesome flashback to Halloween 1978. They showed us how that movie wrapped up in this new timeline. And while that was really cool, it just doesn't really serve the story. I could have lived without it. I thought the attention to detail was amazing. Christopher Nelson, again, should win all the awards for all the work that he did on those movies. He made them. I'm going to be honest. If it wasn't for Christopher Nelson, I don't think I would like those movies as much as I do. But frankly, if we think about why we were watching that scene, right? Why are we watching this scene? We want to learn more about Frank Hawkins and his connection to Michael Myers. Well, guess what? Frank does fuck all in the next, 2 movies. He does, like, there's nothing going on with Frank in the second movie. There's nothing going on. There's even less going on with Frank in Halloween Ends. Why did we see that scene? It makes no sense to me. I love it, and I love it to death, but I wish it had affected the plot. My theory going into Halloween Ends, which went absolutely nowhere, was I thought that Frank Hawkins was going to be the one to take down Michael alongside Laurie. And I'm like, that would have been fucking cool. He also has this emotional stake in it, as we just learned about. But, damn it, Scream 7 could have seen that. You know, the people writing this film could have seen that scene in Halloween Kills and maybe even watched Halloween Ends and said to themselves, that did nothing. Maybe they had the same... This is me being a fucking narcissist here, but maybe they looked at that the same way I did, and they're going to say to themselves, no, Jake, we're going to do a flashback scene that actually affects the story, and it's also going to be super attentive to details. That would be fucking awesome. But anyways, rant over, JT. Hopefully they're able to do that and subvert expectations and do something that not every franchise is doing, because that's Scream, baby. In its DNA, that is Scream, and that's what I need from Scream 7. Not just doing what every other series is already up to. But you're also talking about who's on your Mount Rushmore of slasher characters. Oh, that's so tough. I mean, Ghostface is up there because there's so much variety. You know, I think there's so much variety in Ghostface. I love that about him or her, or anyone who's under the mask. I think that's what's really cool about old Ghosty. I think that Art the Clown is definitely up there for me. In 3 movies, this guy has done nothing but impress me with each watch. Definitely Art the Clown. So tough. I think Michael Myers is up there just from the concept alone. Like, I don't even know if, I don't, you know, this might be a hot take, but I don't even know if there's like a Michael Myers kill that is like the greatest thing I've ever seen. I think there's some awesome ones in Halloween Kills, and honestly, even Halloween 2, I think, has some kills that I really like. I don't know. Michael Myers is up there from the concept alone, though. He's it's a simple idea, great design, so much to love about Michael. Who's my number 4? That's so tough, man. Genuinely so tough. I think if I'm gonna have Terrifier on there, I have to have I gotta have A Nightmare on Elm Street. I gotta have Freddy Krueger on there as well. Without Freddy, you don't have silly slashers like Art the Clown. You don't have you don't have Wishmaster. You don't have Terrifier. You don't have Chucky. Without Freddy Krueger, you don't have Chucky. No way. No way do you have something like Chucky without him. So yeah, I mean, you gotta have Freddy on there. I know, no Jason. I know it's upsetting, but Jason is kind of a Michael ripoff. Hot take. I love Jason. I love Friday the 13th movies, but man, come on now. but JT, thank you for the 10. I appreciate you a ton. No diss towards Friday the 13th. I love that series. Definitely grew into its own thing, which I love. John Dox is also with us saying, Jake, just watched the new vid. Thank you. Totally forgot Opus was releasing this weekend. I'll totally be there. Hate to say it, but Mickey 17 left me disappointed. John, I am so behind on movies. There's like 3 movies that are out right now that I want to see, and that is one of them. I love Bong Joon-ho. Big fan. I loved Parasite. Really enjoyed that one. I also liked Host. I think it's from like 2009, his movie called Host. Crazy kaiju movie. That was a good one. I want to see Mickey 17 though. I gotta watch this one. I gotta know for myself what it's all about. It's Robert Pattinson, man. I feel like I'm gonna like it, but I don't know. I'm sorry you weren't crazy about it, John. I'm definitely gonna give it a watch. And I'll be reviewing Opus this weekend. So it's coming. We're making it happen. I hear that Madison is making fun of me. Madison is saying, is it just a picture of Jake's face? Because if so, that's a pretty good horror game. This is brutal. This is the woman I love, everybody, and she's just ripping on me. Just ripping on me to tears. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry live on stream, and it's gonna be upsetting. You're gonna see a grown man cry today. Koopty Oof is saying, I apologize, had to check out for a couple minutes. You're all good, my friend. Thanks for being here. Jake, are you seeing Novocaine? It looks awesome, says Fort Misery Gaming. Jack Quaid playing himself again. Jack Quaid does not feel pain in real life. Fun fact. That's a joke. No, I'm really excited for this. I heard an early review of it that people were saying that this is Jack Quaid finally as a leading man in a horror, not a horror movie, in just a movie. And man, I think he's a great actor. I think he's got a long career ahead of him yet. He's an excellent actor. He can play a villain and a hero so easily. He can slip into both really well, I think. So yes, I am really excited for this one, and I'm definitely going to be checking it out soon. I think I don't usually review movies that aren't necessarily horror flicks, but I think I'm going to review that here just because it's Jack Quaid. I feel like the Scream audience is familiar with him. I feel like people would watch a video I made about that. I just like, my thing is a video I posted today at 5:00, I started working on at like 9 a.m. Like, it takes me all day to make those videos. I don't know if I'm going to work all day on something. I hope it's something that people will want to watch, you know. That's just my very basic thoughts on it. So I don't usually like to make stuff that's like, okay, it's just, here's this extremely niche thing. I don't know if I'm going to work on that like literally all day, but I think I will review that one because honestly, I'm excited for it. I want to watch it. So definitely we'll talk about that one. Erica is also reminding everybody to subscribe to GullGotha. That is my gaming channel. If you check, it's a couple chats ago now, but if you subscribe to that page, it will make me very happy. I want to hit 1,000 subs on there as soon as humanly possible. Even if you're not interested in gaming, just helping me get to 1,000 subscribers would mean a great deal. If we can make that happen, that would be so fucking cool. So please subscribe. I'm less than 400 away from 1,000 subscribers. That's we just need to hit that. Let's just make that happen. Let's hit that wacky 4-digit number there. And then Jake can be a little less stressed in life. That would be pretty cool. Erica's also saying, I watched The Descent for the first time the other day. Not that anyone asked, but oh well, now you know. I'm glad that you threw that out there, Erica, because The Descent is excellent. I love that. That is a terrifying horror flick. I saw that one at way too young an age. That came out in like 2004. So my dad was getting back into horror. Like, you know, he had me in 1998. And that's when I was born. And then my sister a few years after that. And he's like, you know what? Now I can get back into horror now. You know, my dad kind of missed horror in the late 90s and the early thousands, which probably sounds really unfortunate to all of you. But yeah, he missed horror from that area and kind of got back into it when The Descent came out in like 2004. And I actually remember I think I was 7 years old, and he like got the DVD of it and put it on, and I watched it with him, and it was fucking terrifying. Like, there's a jump scare in there, and if you've seen it, you know the one. The camera moves over one way, and you're just like, Jesus, what? Oh my God, that's the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. I was 6 years old when I saw that for the first time, and I don't think I slept that night. I don't believe I did. Horrifying. But my God, what a film. I love it. I think it's a top 10 movie from the 2000s. And I don't say that lightly, man. The 2000s is a lot of good movies. A lot of movies that are underrated. So many people are like, the 2000s were a terrible time for horror. You're wrong. You're wrong. 2000s were great. I'm kidding. All opinions are right. Every opinion is right. It's all good. But that one is wrong. I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Marley Kai, I appreciate you saying, guys, if we can get GullGotha to 1,000 subs, Jake will eat a shoe. If I'm not kidding, I am dead fucking serious right here. This is how badly I need this channel to hit 1,000 subs. If GullGotha hits 1,000 subs on this stream, I will eat a shoe. I will get a fork and a knife and a large glass of water, and I will eat a shoe on stream. If we hit 1,000 subs on this stream, I will do it. My doctor will not approve if my doctor is in the chat, but I'll but I'll do it. Damn it! The Supreme Coven is subscribed, so there we go. Thank you, Supreme Coven. I appreciate you. We're one step closer to Jake eating a goddamn shoe. Billy Boy is saying you're fighting to watch everyone you love die. You will watch the planet crumble to dust and blow away. Jesus, that's it. That's intense. Thomas Clark is saying, hey, KillJoy Jake, do you think they could go the 13 fanboy route with Scream 7, where you have a Ghostface fan going after the cast? This sounds a lot like the New Nightmare idea, which so many people want to see, right? So many people will want to see Scream go New Nightmare. Some people don't. Some people are very against it as well. I think it would be fun. I personally think it would be fun to do this. Something that is completely outside the canon of Scream entirely. Like, honestly, you could even call it something else, or Scream with a subtitle. You know what I mean? Scream New Nightmare. Honestly, you could just call it that. Fuck it. I don't know. But alternative Scream, but the cast is playing themselves. I think it would be fun because you could bring back the original cast and it wouldn't be a logistical nightmare. Like, I like the new Nightmare route way better than trying to bring back characters like how they're doing now for Scream 7. I would rather have new Nightmare Scream than the situation we're in currently, if I'm being completely honest. I just think that would be way easier. Way easier, way easier for the fucking writers especially, and just more fun. Be a good time. Of Tiakana 667. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I'm so sorry. You're saying, Jake, I'm a nurse. Do not eat a shoe. Listen, let's be honest. It would be a miracle if we hit 1,000 subscribers on that channel. We only have 70-ish people in the chat right now, and we need like 300 subscribers. There's no way. Like, it's not going to happen. But hey, you know, wishful thinking. I will say, though, since we've been live, I have gained 10 subscribers on GullGotha, and that's way more than I would have thought. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Will I eat a shoe, though? Well, it all just comes down to what this group of 70 people can do. That's so funny. I probably won't have to eat a shoe, so no worries. No worries. At least I don't think so. But I really do appreciate your concern, my friend. I do appreciate you a ton. And thank you to everyone who's subscribed to the page. It really does mean a great deal to me. We also got, what else is going on? John Best is here saying, hey, Jake, how are you today? I'm the best I've ever been, John. How are you? I hope you are also the best, like your last name would suggest. How is everyone today? I hope all of them are great as well, or the best. What's up, John? How you doing? Thanks for being a member. Jake might skip that Blumhouse movie. A Woman in the Yard has all the red flags. PG-13 horror from Blumhouse. Drop looks promising, though. Jason, I hear ya, and it might be bad. But, and hear me out on this. Hear me out on this. Let me look up this fella's name, because now I've talked about this twice, and I got to get into it. So The Woman in the Yard, listen, 9 times out of 10, I would be like, this is a skip. Like, I don't care about this movie at all. But it comes from a director who's actually kind of promising. Okay. Now this, you know, with Imaginary and Night Swim, this came from folks that I'm just not that crazy about. No offense to those people. I'm just hasn't done it for me personally. This is coming from a John Collette Sarah. Now, this is a director whose name might not be familiar to you, but who has done a bunch of really good horror flicks in the past. And now that I pulled up his little IMDb, I know exactly what he's done. So The Shallows with Blake Lively. I really liked that one personally. He directed Orphan, and he also directed House of Wax 2005. So, I mean, listen, I personally really like all 3 of those. Those are kind of hit and miss with most people, to what I know. But those are good movies. Those are solid. He also made Carry On. I think, I don't know if he directed this one, but I think he wrote it. No, he did direct this one. Never mind. He did direct this movie Carry On, which got a lot of praise. It was a Netflix original from last year. I didn't see it. So what the fuck do I know? But what I will say is Blumhouse typically is, as of late, Isaac disagrees here. Isaac is saying Blumhouse has never made a bad movie. Dog, I'm glad you really like Blumhouse movies. That is awesome. I think when Blumhouse first started, they were awesome, and they were like a beacon. It was like, oh, new Blumhouse movie, I'm there opening night. That used to be how it was for me. I was a diehard Blumhouse fan for like maybe 10 years there. And then, then they kind of got a little hit or miss in the late 2010s. A little, you had movies like Truth or Dare, which is like, I don't know. I'm just not crazy about that one. What else did they? There was another miss in the Fantasy Island. I was like, ugh, man, what's up with that? Isaac just said, I'm joking. Hey, listen, if that's your opinion, rock it, dog. If it's not, that's also cool too. But Blumhouse has been a little more misses lately, which is a shame. But when they do hit, man, they hit. I mean, this is my thing about Blumhouse, right? I mean, they have some sludge. They have Evan from Rockland Graves. I just watched his video earlier, and he was saying they're a content factory at this point, and I can't disagree. I can't even disagree with him there. But every now and then, they have a fucking banger. Megan was awesome. Black Phone was pretty good. I liked Speak No Evil. I understand why some people don't, but I enjoyed it for what it was. They've had some good movies in this decade, man, but just not all of them. So I'm hoping that Woman in the Yard can be another banger from them, hopefully. Because don't forget, this is the same company that did, like Paranormal Activity, Insidious, Sinister, Whiplash, Get Out. These are good movies, man. This company has made some good stuff, but there is the formulaic Blumhouse movie, like what a lot of y'all are talking about in the chat right now, which is rough. And I hear you on that. So it's a company that I have very mixed feelings on. You know, it's one of those things where I'm like, they're not always terrible, but when they're bad, dude. When it's poop, it stinks from Blumhouse. When that diaper's full, it stinks. Let me tell you. But I have mixed feelings because every now and then they really impress me. What else is going on here? Blumhouse is like the MCU, lots of misses, but the hits are hits. You know what? I agree, Billy Boy. I agree with that. Hell yeah, dog. Rock on with that one. Raptor Crasher Incorporated is saying, I need to give my dog a hug. There's never a bad reason to give your dog a hug. Always hug the dog. What else is happening here? Our nurse in the chat here, Tiakana667, I really hope I'm pronouncing that right, is saying a way they can use all these cameos from Legacies. The killers send harassing videos using AI-generated people from Sydney's past. They could do that. I just feel like the voices over the phone. It's a staple of Scream, right? It's a staple of Scream to even do that. So to me that makes the most sense. I don't hate the AI generated videos thing because I think it could be like, it almost could kind of be funny. It's like, damn, that's Ruth. That's cold. That's Ruth. You made that whole video just to do that. Like, that's brutal. That, I don't know. That could be funny, but yeah, I hope I'm hoping for the AI voices. I think, for me personally, John Tox really liked that. When it's poop, it stinks. Great quote regarding Blumhouse. That's so funny. Goofy was never caught for his crimes, so I can see him coming. Doofy. I'm like, Erica, what? We're mixing some Disney lore into Scream now. Goofy is Ghostface. Dear God. What's happening here? No, I'm just messing with you. Doofy, that would be funny. I want to see Doofy back in Scary Movie 6. Now that's a possibility. Shot by Shot is saying, Jake, what if I made Chicken Man fan film? Do it. Bro, that would be awesome. That'd be so cool. I'm so grateful to all the people who made Chicken Man reviews, by the way. If I missed one, I'm so sorry. I try to watch all of them. And I just really appreciate all your guys' thoughts and opinions. We have taken them very much to heart. And I eventually want to do a movie, a full feature on it. That's probably the next Chicken Man thing I want to do. Because, man, there's a really cool story there. So hopefully one day we'll be able to make that. But it's down the line. I want to get a big budget for that one. We need Dexter and Scream Bro, Trinity Killer, and Brian Moser. Asa character called Brian. Who knows? You're throwing a lot of characters out there for Scream. Is it Michael C. Hall? Is that the actor who plays Dexter? I always forget what his name is. I get him and like someone else mixed up. Yeah, Michael C. Hall. Okay. You know what's funny? I know Jennifer Carpenter from another show who's on Dexter. I've never seen I've actually never watched Dexter, which is crazy. Oh yeah, I know her from Quarantine and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Oh my God. And yo, Jennifer Carpenter's in Brawl in Cell Block 99. That movie is awful and I love it. Oh my God. Ugh. You guys want to have a bad time? Like, you guys want to have an awful night? Put on this movie. Put on Brawl in Cell Block 99. If you just want to ruin your night, this is the best movie to ruin your night with. This is a descent into hell, and it is absolute madness. It is it's so well done, but God, it's an upsetting one. Sorry, that just sent me down a rabbit hole. You're still working on your review for Chicken Man? Dog, it's all good. Hey, I appreciate it. I appreciate it a ton. Jake, you're not all there. I know. I have terrible ADHD. Thomas Clark is saying Sydney needs to hire John Wick as a bodyguard to go against the cult of Ghostface. Probably. Probably. That's, with how many people are coming after her at this point, I think that would be the move. I still think it would be so funny if we get to the end of Scream 7 and two ghost faces show up to Scream to Sydney's house, and they're both there, and it's like Sydney's like, "Who are you?" She's got the gun aimed at both of them. She's like, "Who are you guys? Take off the masks." And they both take off the masks at different times, and they're completely separate entities. Like, they're not even working together. They're both coming after Sydney at totally different reasons why. And they're like, "Get out of here, idiot. You're ruining my ghost face thing." The other one's like, "No, this is for me. For me only. 2 ghost faces coming after Sydney. If that's not meta, I don't know what is. All these ghost faces want to kill Sydney. It is one of the biggest criticisms of the original Scream run. I think that would be hilarious if we had literally 2 independent ghost faces coming after Sydney at the end of this movie. I don't think there could be a better reveal for going back to focusing on the original final girl. I don't think so. I really don't think so. That would crack me up. I think it would be like, okay, this movie won me over. That's hilarious. We haven't done something like that before. That's over the top. I love it. So maybe one day we can do something like that. And of course, John Wick can be in there too. This is John Wick 6 because we have that ballerina movie coming out too, which I'm really excited for, which is awesome. Billy Boy always takes an edible before watching, Jake. That is so awesome. That you're a fucking legend, bro. I'm telling you, right? So many people theorize that I'm high before I get on these streams high. If I got on this stream high, you guys would know. My eyes would be as red as the sun, and I would be talking gibberish. And maybe it already sounds like I talk gibberish. But man, it would be even worse. It would be I'm a fucking maniac when I'm high. But anyways, let's get back to it. Kids, don't do drugs. Jason Lore is saying, I would love to see 2 male killers just like the original. No, that's not sexist. It's not sexist. You can say you want 2 male killers. There's just something scary about 2 messed up men. I think there's something especially scary about Stu and Billy. Because I think like those 2 in particular are just fucking like they're a little crazy. They're crazy in different ways, right? Like Stu is very animated and over the top, while Billy is a little more calm, collected, and he's a little more reserved, but he's still crazy and freaks me out a little bit. He delivers all his lines like this, and it's fucked. I don't like it. It scares the hell out of me, but it's great stuff. I also think the relationship is what makes those 2 characters. A lot of people have speculated that Stu and Billy were gay. And I don't disagree with that at all. Like, I definitely think there's something going on there. I think they like each other a little more than just friends. And that really makes that makes the relationship even more interesting to me, if I'm being totally honest. But I will say there's another thing that I've been hearing a lot. Who said that last comment? That was Jason Lore. There's another thing that I've been hearing too. And oh shit, someone already got to it. Ghostface329 saying, what if it was two women? We've never had that. And I agree with that too. We've never had 2 women as Ghostface either. What's that relationship like? You know what I mean? Like I also want to see that as well. So I'm with both of you guys here because I think that's fun as well. To see what that would look like because we haven't seen it before, right? I mean, the last time around, sure, we got 2 male ghost faces, but it was a father and a son and a relationship that wasn't really explored a whole lot, Like, I feel like it was kind of just it's a family of ghost faces, and it's pretty general at that. It's a crazy family who's seeking revenge. That's what Scream 6's reveal was. I'm ready to get back to I'm not even ready to get back to anything. I'm ready to go dive into a new relationship between different characters, and hopefully just 2. I hope it's just 2 people. I don't want to see like 1,000 ghost faces again, man. I'm Scream 6 was fun and it was different to do 3 ghost faces, a family of ghost faces, whatever. But I think the 2 ghost face method works the best. And I'm glad that we got Scream 6 out of the way to say, hey, we're going to try 3 and see what it's all about. But I think we're fine. I think we're good with just 2. That's what works for me. I want to see 2 people. I do respect everyone's opinion here. But my other thing too, and the last thing I'll throw out there is I really like the idea that anyone can be under the mask. I know some people are, I see some of y'all's comments, but here's my argument for this. I think the idea that anyone can be under the mask is scarier than it just to be the most obvious character, the most realistic character, right? Because to me, I think that's way more fun in terms of mystery, right? I know I hear some people out here saying like, I don't think that McKenna Grace should be Ghostface. Like she's short, you know what I mean? Like that's a big argument that I've been hearing, but that's no fun. That's no fun to say that McKenna Grace can't be Ghostface just because she's shorter than everybody else or whatever. Whatever your argument may be. I think it's way more interesting to go into a Scream film and say that anyone can be Ghostface. That's scarier. That implies that the motive can be anything as well. If it's just going to be one of the dudes, like let's say it's Sam Reckner or Asa German, who admittedly kind of give me some Ghostface vibes. I just feel like we're going into it thinking that, that's a big reason why I like this franchise is it can really be anyone under that damn mask. And that's what I'm looking for with Scream. I don't need the only thing I need logistically is I just need it to be somebody in the group, right? I don't need it. Wes Craven even has a line about, I'm going to totally butcher the words of the horror master himself, but he says something along the lines of, we're not making reality here. We're telling a story. We're doing something fun. It's got to be a little outside of reality. We can't do everything exactly how things would go down in real life. And that to me is what I love so much about Scream, especially, is that it really is fun. It is heightened. And I don't need to believe that's it's the same thing going back to everyone had a problem with Amber lifting up Dewey in Scream 5, and I'm like, it's Scream. This isn't a true crime documentary. You know what I mean? I don't know. To me it's two different things. This is fiction. This is fun. And we can take it a certain place if we want. So that's my argument. I hope that it can be and could be and should be anyone under the mask, but that's just my thoughts. That's just Jake's little argument here while I sit atop my pedestal and scream at the internet. Did anyone else think it would be awesome for Matt Rife being in a Scream movie? He would just start doing crowd work, bro. He'd get killed doing crowd work. That wouldn't be any fun. I'm just kidding. Suspension of disbelief essential to these movies. Agreed, Jason Lore. Agreed. Jake cooking meth would go crazy, says Billy Boy. No, no, it would not. I feel people take Scream too seriously. And man, I love talking about this silly franchise. It's silly. It's fun. It's over the top. And I do think that there is a level of, I don't know. I think there are some people who take it who do just that's a great way to say it. There's some people who take it a little too seriously, and this is just a fun Scooby-Doo franchise. Who really cares? I'm going to come on here and make my jokes about why I think Stu coming back and being alive would ruin the franchise, because I think that's really funny. But we're just having fun. Whatever Scream 7 ends up being, I'm sure we're gonna have a good time with it. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to peace out because I am tired and I want to watch one of these movies that I've been talking about all for the last hour and 40 minutes. I think I'm going to watch that Starvaker. I am dying to watch that, and I really want to do a review of it at some point. I might be fucking chaotic and just post a review of that tomorrow, not even talk about the updates from today. I should do that though. That is my job, but I want to talk about this movie a ton. But I really do appreciate you guys supporting the page. We even went another hour. I don't give a shit. I wanted to do it. I love talking with you guys. It's always a good time. So thank you for hanging out with us. So much love to you. We'll be live. I think next time we'll be live is probably Wednesday night, maybe tomorrow, but I don't know. It depends on if I get a gaming video done or not. But something is going up on GullGotha tomorrow, whether that's a stream or a video. So check it out. Members only stream Wednesday night, and we'll publicly be live again Friday for sure. So thanks for hanging out with us.